What's up, YouTube? You're here with Velvet Juggernaut from the Velvet Vibes podcast. You already know I'm going to have the description below, so you know what to do to check us out there. But today, we got to talk about what we came here to talk about, the brand new album from Juice Wrld, Death Race. You know it's out. You know it exists. I don't know how y'all felt about it, but we want to find out, was it fire or was it FECES? Another episode of Fire or FECES. I'm not going to hold you long. How about it? Let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm going to break it down like we always do, track for track, and we're going to talk about every song together. And then afterwards, we'll decide, is this album fire or is this album FECES? Let's get it. Okay, like we said, guys, we're about to break down the Juice Wrld album. Gotta give him some credit with the twisted metal cover art. What you're gonna hear on this album, acoustic trap beats. You're gonna hear referrals to poor decisions on what to do when you're sad. Not to mention women only dump you and get in your head and hand you double cups and questionable pills. I'm gonna start with the first song. Let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Empty. Basically on this song, he's saying depression. His soul is empty. It pretty much goes with the title of the song. I do like horrorcore, but I'm not really into this depression music, so the melody is on point on this song. The production is decent, and the content is a little blah, being that it's his soul is empty. I don't want my soul to be empty, and I don't want to hear about an empty soul. I want to hear a soul that has been filled. Next song, Maze. He needs more drugs in this song. He is stuck in a maze. His life is a death race. And once again, really good play on melody. The content is in the same pocket. The beat is kind of interesting on this track though, but he's still in that pocket. We get on to the next song called He Motions. Not emotions, not she motions, but he motions. On this song, he's saying he's not a drug addict. He's just a love addict. And he needs perks and etc. I didn't like this one at all. Not even the melody can get this song off, because this song is what we would call bullshit. Had to enjoy the juice that my son has poured for me, because we're talking Juice Wrld and we're sipping juice in this world. The Demons Interlude, real short song. I wish it was longer, but it is an interlude, so can't hate that. Features the artist Brent Faiyaz. This song not only is a good song, finally, we have a little breath of fresh air here on this song. This song is making the playlist. Easy, short, banging vibe, but I may have to put this one on repeat. And not to mention, Juice Wrld is not even on this song, from what I remember. It's just this Brent Faiyaz singing over this lovely vibe, but it still made the playlist. The next song is called Fast. This song is decent. I like it overall, but more, I'm a little sad, kind of saying, you know, on the song, it just gives you a sad vibe, saying life happens so fast. But you know, we'll give him a pass here, because it is a little different compared to the other songs of give him more pills and he's a sad man, but he's still in that pocket a little bit. He's kind of like the Mary J. Blige for these kids these days with all these depression tracks. So we're gonna move on. Next song, Hear Me Callin'. I would listen to this song. It's not making a playlist. I'm a little defensive about the playlist, but I would listen to this song. This song has a little vibe to it. Now, Big. The next song. Big is a good pull-up song. He's talking his shit on this song. And I am digging the beat on this song. It's definitely a vibe. It's making the playlist, and it's easy for me to just say, I'm fucking with this one. Next song, Robbery. In this song, Robbery, I love the idea of this song. Juice Wrld compares love to a robbery. In the chorus, he's chanting, she says, put your heart in the bag, and nobody gets hurt. I'm liking the idea, but there's a lot of overcompensation for the lack of furthering the content here. So it's a great idea, but it wasn't fully executed or fulfilled. And what I mean by that, he ends up just saying, yeah, yeah. Did I annoy you? I hope I did. That's what that song will do to you. Next song. Flaws and Sins. The production, let me tell you, good fucking grief. This song is a vibe, makes the playlist. With that alone, he changes his cadence here very well. He finally has goes into a different pocket with his cadence. I know people like this guy for his, melodic tunes that he has, but he finally utilized it properly in this album. Used it very well. I would love to vibe to this on the highway. And let me say, he was in his bag on this song. Next song, it's called Feeling. And how am I feeling about feeling? There's some Dragon Ball references here. He does say something about Krillin and things of that nature, so it does get me in my nerd bag. Fresh vibe for the album, he's talking his shit here. Minor depression references again, but this song is pretty fire. Next song, Ring Ring, featuring Clever. First, I have to say I've been following Clever. Trust me, he has a wave, and you will hear of this guy again. I kind of was following this guy before he had a little wave, and I was shocked to see him here because I didn't know that he was already, featuring with artists that are out there. The song is garbage. Now, I do gotta say the only thing I liked about this song is the feature. Clever killed his verse. Juice WRLD kind of bored me here, and since the song's called Ring Ring and it sounds like he's on the telephone, I get that. But he overdid the telephone thing, and I felt like I was in the county jail trying to see if I can make a phone call. Now this song, I hate to say that this song is a good song because the title of it concerns me. A sexual transmitted disease called syphilis. The song is called Syphilis, but on the song he's saying he has a large gun with a Peter on the end of it, and he will give you some intercourse from his weaponry. However, this song is a new content vibe on the album, of course, because he's talking about stroking you with a gun. But this song is a fucking banger, so I gotta give this song some credit, and it's kind of interesting here. He goes on to the next song. Syphilis did not make the playlist, by the way, but it's a banger. It's one of those, I was like, yeah, I can fuck with this song here. I like it. But I did not click add playlist. I just said, cool. Who Shot Cupid? Nice beat. Boring melodies. At this point, I was ready for it to end. And then I clicked next. I did hear it all, but when I did see it go next, I smiled. On my second playthrough on this album, I clicked next. It's time to go into Desire. At the half of the album, this song kind of hurt my feelings because I actually checked to see, is it almost over when this song came on? And then I realized I still had like 8 more songs. I had like 8 more songs at this point. I did become a little depressed, and I was tired of hearing all these I need more Percocets and etc. Side note, this song seemed like a practice or a demo song. It shouldn't have been on here at all. Did not make the playlist. Out my way. No more acoustic guitars and a little mid-tempo of refreshness. At times he sounds like Young M.A. on this song, but he's talking his shit. So I gotta give him some credit. Out my way. I need this song in my way. Now, the next song, The Bee's Knees. That's a very intriguing title. But The Bee's Knees, yes, I am starting to feel a vibe. And this one is making the playlist, let me tell you. A pull-up song for sure. I like when he's in this cadence pretty much. I do have to ask a question. Where's my drink? I need some juice in my world again. He did have the juice on this track, and that's why I have the juice in my hand. The second half of the song has an old Kanye production vibe. So yes, I was raising the roof over here. Check the credits, produced by Hit Boy and No ID. Need I say more? No. Add to playlist. You know what to do. Next song called On God, featuring Young Thug. I do have to pick up the juice again. I think that the songs are picking up at this point. On God featuring Young Thug, I did have to take a sip of the juice. And there is something I gotta say about this song. Fire. Fire. I didn't think I said it enough. Fire. I think you heard me. You better add that to the playlist. I haven't heard Young Thug in this pocket in a while, in this bag. Young Thug has been having a little slow grind, but he wrecked this shit, and it made me raise the roof. Next song, Won't Let Go. A sad love song with a trancey type feel, and it's not making the playlist, and god dang it, why'd you put this song after all that fire I just heard? I'm holding the middle finger up if you wonder what I'm doing. Next, 10 Feet. I will say this is the longest I've ever heard an album go to get to the fire part, because this album was going a long time before I was saying, where's the fire? But let me tell you, 10 Feet is the best song on the goddamn album. When I heard 10 Feet, I had to listen to it 10 times. And I had to do it 10 more times. And then I had to click this button called Add to Playlist 10 times. You might want to do the same thing. I like the way the sample is on this song. I do like the way he's responding to the sample. And when you hear the song, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't think I have to say too much more, except he's got the juice on this song. Next song called She's the One. This song production is fire. The melody is pretty smooth. The bass line is goddamn cool. And let me tell you, it's not making the playlist. The production is fire. The melody is smooth. The bass line is pretty interesting, I gotta say. But I do give him credit for not just talking about getting dumped all the time, even though he does imply on this song that she's getting in his head or something. But at least he didn't get dumped, and it didn't make me want to paint my fingernails black. So I think there is some hope. The next song, Rider. The beat is okay, and the song is okay. I do like the chorus on this song, Rider. I gotta give him some credit there. Not enough to make the playlist. Like I said, I do defend the playlist, and I don't want to just throw anything in there. I do want to give you guys a little idea. Y'all may want to make this guy a Tinder or Plenty of Fish account. Somebody might want to give him a hug and a girlfriend and send him to rehab. I think you heard me. I think I need an amen. Everybody clap your hands for Juice WRLD. We love you, Juice WRLD. YouTubers, clap your hands. Now he's happy again. Now his next song is called Make Believe. This song, I gotta say, was a good ending for the album. I wish he had some more good love experiences here. But it looks like he's saying it was all make believe. So, okay. I did exactly what I said I was gonna do. We broke it down. You heard my thoughts on each and every song. So let's go ahead and talk about it. How did this album make you feel? How did you feel for the songs? Maybe you did. You agree with how I felt. Maybe you disagree. But let's talk about it. Does it seem like I felt that this album was fire based off what I said? Or does it seem like I felt this album was FECES? There was a lot of low points in the beginning of the album. I can't lie there. But I gotta give him his, gotta do my due diligence at explaining the whole project towards the end. It really did pick up. I know I did, the content was a little off for my taste, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you hear it. I'm gonna say that this album, although it did pick up, is FECES as a whole project. Now, there are some songs that made the playlist. They're going to stay in the playlist. I'm going to continue listening to them. I'm not done with Juice WRLD, but this project, I know I wish I could say was kind of fire with it a little bit. No, we got to pick one on fire or FECES. And so that means I'm going to give it FECES. I don't want to hear this album again. If you disagree with me, argue with me in the down here in the comments. Go ahead and subscribe so you can hear more of this going forward with Fire or FECES from Velvet Vibes. And go ahead and click that bell. And if you wonder what's behind me, I think we talked about it. My sponsor, 500 Vodka. That's sponsorship for our podcast. You want to check the podcast out. The link is also below. You know what to do. Stay with us and let me know how y'all felt about Juice WRLD Death Race. You got the juice?